Okay, it's Ithaca here, and we're doing a little update on this robotic arm for Phil. So here's what we're looking at so far. Y'all seen the gauntlet before, obviously. So the gauntlet, not much has changed. Now, we started working on now is the bicep portion, which is right there. Okay, so that's what we're working on now, and this is what we're looking like. A bunch of the wiring is put in. What I love about foam is it's so easily moldable, I guess, meaning you can manipulate it, mold it to how you want it. This is a actual bicep portion from here over to here for the Necromonger suit, but since it's on hold and this is really easy to make it later on, I added the extension to come around the arm. And now what we did is we added the extra foam pieces here to give the detail, a little greavy right here, a wire going in right here, and then all these wires actually fasten. Took a pen, how simple this is, I took a pen, poked holes along this bottom portion here, and pushed the wire up inside, and then dab a little bit of super glue. The initial method I was going for was that method. I was actually holding it in place, gluing it, and I was going to put a piece of foam over top of it to secure it and so he's not getting scraped inside. But yeah, not so much. This method is a lot faster, and I think it's going to be a lot stronger. But these will all run down, all this wiring will run down to his gauntlet, and that's how they'll be connected via wiring to give him the C-3PO look in between joints. I know I said joints. I'm going to open this up here and use these gears on here, and then I'm going to turn on the soldering iron and start doing some battle damage to it, and then it's time to go paint it. So we'll see you shortly.
Are you recording?
Yes. Feel hard at work here. Been working on his battle damage. Hey, we got Randall here. You're already in video. Don't run away. Hey, you got to talk about your suit anyway. He's got a suit. What a penis. I use the scientifically correct version. Okay, anyway, we're doing a. Let's switch spots. You move in and I move out. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the starting process of the arm. Now keep in mind he'll have a huge freaking lacrosse or hockey style glove, lacrosse glove actually, and which will give a big hand, squared
effect.
Yeah, and then he'll have a black Under Armour shirt, so all his skin will actually blacken, so you won't see that. And then it's all the wiring running. Like I said, you get the tendons down here for the wrist, which would be cool. I could put on spring action. But anyway, it's a different story. All the wiring stuff for the robotic arm, and now if you can slowly turn. I have to put more padding in here because this guy's like half of me, because that actually fit me pretty tight.
Yeah.
So I'll put another piece of padding, which will push that arm out, which will give it a bulky look. This will all be black in here. Get all the wires hanging down. If you can turn your arm forward, I guess, or you turn. No, you turn. So you have this will should sit up about like that, and then that arm should be down there, which is good because then it shouldn't really hit. Then that's good. But I have all these wires running. This will all be black underneath, so it'll be kind of a tight look. Cable running up, connecting. So it's actually these pieces are actually connected. Got the remote device down here, which will have a new wire coming eventually up the shoulder. And while you're holding that, let me kind of discuss this. This is the general concept so far of the shoulder piece. Now check this out. One thing I want to point out is the difference in the color and the painting scheme of this one versus that versus this. You notice something? Yeah, they're all different. He painted that really good, I might add. I painted that on purpose because then two different people painting, you paint things differently. We want the concept of all his armor pieces being from different people, which reminds me, I have a name for you from Courtney, which is Slicer Armor. there was no Mandalorian words for what we were looking for, scavenger and stuff like drifter and stuff. But she found slicer and armor, and there's the Mandalorian names for those, and it creates a name. It's kind of hard to pronounce. I wrote it down.
Awesome.
But so we'll talk about that later. But this would be the generally, the shoulder. And you know that shoulder kind of reminds me of how it sticks out like this. It kind of reminds me of on the Fallout armor.
Yes.
It's it comes out to a point.
T-51 Bravos.
T-51 Bravos. Yep. So that would be mounted to that, and then this would be mounted to. Well, this will be mounted. They'll be separate for movement, but this would be mounted to whatchamacallit, to the vest. Now, where are you gonna have the clothing ripped at? Clothing ripped here, so it starts to overlap this.
Yes.
But frays up here.
Yes.
Okay, so the fray up here. But that's the general gist of the robotic arm. A lot of wires.
A lot of wires.
Yeah, and that's actually that's pretty tight though, because I can't wait till you have the Under Armour on, where your arm's black in the glove, where we can actually see what it's gonna look like completed.
Awesome.
It's like your art, when you start sketching, you're like, where's he going with this? He's kind of random, like and then you see the final piece, and you're like, ooh, the light shines down on you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Randall wants to shoot himself. No, don't do that, man. We'll lose the internet. Okay, so, all right, so we're gonna go to Chow. Sideways, and we're gonna go eat. Stop the craft store, fabric store, to discuss getting fabric for Randall's costume.
Okay,
all right, so
here we go.
And maybe we're getting there. We have a glove on, just so it has a glove on for all intents and purposes. And once again, we do not have his Under Armour yet, but there's the concept of the arm and the bicep portion. I had the camera tilted. I'm a retard. But then this armor, the strap will go up and strap. That's why we have it there mounted, because it will actually strap up there, and then this will actually sit down like this and be there. So you have that effect. Word. Your mom's gonna drop bombs. You see, it's painted different than the other two pieces. Once again, we're going for that look. All the wiring running down. It looks so much better when you can't see his skin.
Yeah.
But
let me see. This is bad.
Say hello.
Hello.
Say welcome to Candid Camera.
Welcome to Candid Camera.
All right. And then turn your arm that way,
Like
inward, so I can. Will it turn or not? There we go. Oh yeah. All right, I can't wait. Okay. Oh, remember, if we can do it, so can you.